Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at all of last week's up to this Wednesday. How this goes. From last Wednesday to Tuesday afternoon. So those 5 trading days is what I cover in these weekly series. So we're going to go over pretty much everything that I've traded, all the calls, puts, etc., all the profits I've taken, all the losses I've taken, all that good stuff. So if you're new here, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and a pinned comment down below is a way you can support the channel. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, let's get to it. This is going to be kind of long, so I'm just going to jump right in. First up, I have my Viatris Leaps. Remember last week I had bought 2 Leaps. I think it was no, it wasn't last week. But I had 2 Leaps at a 15 strike. Viatris went up a little bit. I took it off for $3. Made $60 on that one right there. $60. And I held that for, what is that? I think that's like a week. I closed it on June 3rd. So I've done 2 trades so far on Viatris. They were both Leaps since April 6th. Made $180 on both of those. I'm looking to re-enter them if I can get back in this $2.70 range. I'd look to buy a couple of more. I think that's because there's really no premium in Viatris as far as puts and covered calls are concerned for the most part. So I think playing it this way is a pretty low risk way to do it. So collecting $180 in profit on those in the past 2 months. Now, if you guys remember last month, maybe I shared this. Did I share this? I think I did. Let me look at my calendar real quick so I don't confuse myself. I didn't share this. I was going to get into a KMB PMCC, and then I decided against it the next day. I'll show that to you when I go over all my trades in Interactive Brokers, because this is part of that. So I bought a Leap for $30.80, $100 strike, and I exited that the next day for $31.20 for a $40 profit. But I lost $30 in the covered call that I wrote. So total profit one day, $8.74. That can almost buy you a Big Mac meal. Almost. Things are getting pretty expensive. I think it's like $10 to get one of them. Unless you have the app. If you're a McDonald's fan, make sure you get the app. They always have good deals on there. Next up, my best one, I think, we'll see. Rocket. Rocket is starting to rocket this week. Last Friday, I closed out the 2350 call that I had on it. You're going to ask, well, why didn't you just let it expire? You bought it back for 2 cents. Reason why is because premiums became a little elevated, and I was able to sell on Friday the next Friday's call at $23 for 49 cents. So almost immediately this became in the profit, and by Monday it was like 30-40% profit already, but I just let it ride. And so it's got a couple more days on it. If Rocket goes up to 23 with a strike, we will have 100 shares called away. I currently own 140. Honestly, I'd probably sell the other 40 shares as well. So we look at max profit on this. Oh, did I do anything else? Yes, I closed some puts. So I had 2 $16 strike puts on Rocket that I closed on June 4th. I'll show you that in Interactive Brokers, because that's in Interactive Brokers, because I have this in a couple of different accounts, but this is the total position. So close that for $88.79 in profit. So if everything were to go away and I exited everything at the $23 strike, you're looking at a potential total profit of $1,009.25 for a roughly 4-month hold. can't complain about that one. Next up, my Palantir shares. Did I do anything new on this? I did not. So we're just sitting tight on here. I do have a covered call out at 24 strike, expires this Friday. And, I doubt Palantir will get there. So we'll probably be entering in another covered call on Friday, possibly, if I can buy this back really cheap. And last but not least, AHT. I told you guys about this last week. I purchased 300 shares and I immediately sold 3 contracts at 45 cents a piece with a $5 strike. AHT has been on fire. Don't know why. Probably a short squeeze or something like that. But these on June 18th, if we'll get called away, these 300 shares will get called away, and I'm fine with that. I went ahead and sold today 2 more puts. I think someone shared that with me in the Discord. I believe it was Petey. And I went and looked, and I said, you know what, that looks pretty good. So I sold 2 to July 16th, $5 strikes, collected $1.10 a piece, 2 contracts, and they actually paid me to sell those contracts, which is nice. And I'll go over that because that's in the shares are in my Fidelity account, the covered calls in my Fidelity account, but the puts are in my Interactive Brokers account. So I'm trying to figure out a good way to run this and track it. It's kind of difficult when you're doing things across a bunch of accounts, but that's the way it goes. So right now, if everything were to expire worthless and the shares were to get called away, you're looking at a $563.22 profit for a 43.66% return for about a 6-week hold, because these puts expire July 16th. But I have a feeling I'd probably be buying those back here probably shortly. Okay, so that's it for those covered calls and leaps and things. So we'll just go into everything that I'd done inside Interactive Brokers. Some of that was covered here, but not all of it. So this is why I say it's going to be a long day, because it's a long list. I'm hoping this doesn't get cut off. Let me zoom out one. There we go. Because I don't know if that bottom gets cut off or not. So you'll see on last Wednesday, I closed out a IWM put, made $69.69 in profit there, and I immediately sold the $199 out to July 16th for $1.16, so $116 premium received. I also sold a TAN. TAN is a solar ETF, $70 strike, $1.55, so $155 there. July 9th, I sold a X, which is US Steel. I sold a 2250 put on July 9th for a July 9th expiration for 71 cents. Bought back those rocket call. No, did I even go over that? I didn't go over that, but I had some rocket leaps that I bought back. I wish I would have held on to them, to be honest with you, but made money anyway. $38.69 profit there. But with rocket going up, I left quite a few $100 probably on the table by closing this out early. This is that KMB PMCC I was setting up. So you'll see $39.37 profit on the call, and I lost $30.62 on the covered call or the short call. Now there was a gamble that I did. I sold a naked AMC call, $145 on Thursday for Friday expiration, but I only held it for an hour or so. You see right there, I bought it back for 73 cents, so made $71.72 on that AMC trade. That was a straight gamble. I don't recommend anybody do that, because that could have really gone completely wrong. Then I bought back my big lot stores 5250 put and profited $64.36. Sold ARK K90 for July 16th for $1.30. There's that Viatris call that I bought back, 2 of those for $60.11. I sold one put on Bed Bath & Beyond, ticker symbol BBBY, July 2nd expiration, 21 put. And bought back Discovery. That's the AT&T Warner Media merger company there. Bought back one contract there, 40 cents, 34.36 locked in profit there. Now I sold 2 QYLD $22 puts. Now QYLD does have options, but they're very limited, very slim, low volume. And if they're not really close to at the money on either side, there's really nothing there. But what I liked here is QYLD normally pays a 1% distribution monthly, right? So this is longer than a month, but that's neither here nor there. It's just a little bit over. But I got 22 cents for a $22 put. And that's normally what QYLD would pay out. So I sold 2 contracts on that, collected 44 cents or $44. And that's what you would have been paid if you owned 200 shares of QYLD. So, and they paid me to sell those. They paid me 28 cents to sell those 2 puts, which is kind of cool. Now there's that Bed Bath & Beyond showing up again. That was a 1-day hold, June 3rd to June 4th. Bought it back for 36 cents for a profit of $34.72. And what you're say, Jerry, why'd you buy that back? That was a literal 1-day hold, June 3rd to June 4th. You know, basically that wasn't even 24 hours and it was already 50% in profit. So if you're going to give me that 50% in profit in a matter of hours, I'm going to take it all day long. Sold this is a GW special, sold an at the money Corsair CRSR $30 put for July 16th. Collect $1.26 on that one. Those are those puts from Rocket there, 2 of those. Profited $88.79. Bought 2 of the 85 puts on Art K for June 25th for $73.47. Bought back 1 Penn 65 put that was June 25th expiration, profited $57.46. Sold an Ollie, 1 contract, July 16th, 21, $72.50 strike, collected 75 cents there. Sold an SOXL, which is a leveraged semiconductor fund. Sold a $30 put out to July 16th, collected $1.05. Sold 2 contracts on T with a July 23rd expiration, $27.50 strike, collected $49 cents each contract there. And for some reason, that's, you can ask anybody on Interactive Brokers, for some reason T is a ridiculous amount of commission for some reason. I don't know why, but everything else, I mean, you know, I'm getting paid to, you know, trade Viatris. I'm getting paid to trade QYLD. I'm getting paid to trade some of these other ones up here, but I'm paying heavy to trade T. But oh well. Bought back 2 puts that I had on UNFI. That's a small cap food company. They were having earnings. I should have checked that, but they were having earnings, and I think that's tomorrow. And I didn't want to be in it during earnings, so I bought back 2 with a $50 profit. I sold 2 Wendy's $22 puts thanks to James Rowe. July 16th expirations. Got 90 cents for each of those. They paid me 8 cents to sell those. And these 2 TQQQs, I had 3 contracts. They were way out. I was just experimenting on some stuff. I held these for like almost 2 months. And I wanted to get them out of there. At least, you know, I made some money on them. That's like $90 on the 2. They were just sitting there just staring at me, and I was tired of looking at them, so I got rid of them. I still have a TQQQ on for September. AHT, there's that we were talking about earlier. Those are the two puts that I sold for $1.10 that they paid 28 cents for me to trade those. And last but not least, for the final trade of the day today, or yesterday, if I'm talking to you today, it was Tuesday. I sold a Penn 65 put July 23rd, got $1.01 for that one. So all in all, was a busy week. Busy Wednesday to Tuesday for me. All that realized profit, $742.71. Now, this is realized profit, so this is the only number that matters to me. There's a lot of people that'll tell you, oh, I made, $1,000 or whatever this week, or, $2,000 this week. But that doesn't, because they count the premium that you collected, right? I only count when I'm telling you I made X amount of money. It's realized profit. All these numbers. Okay. I do not tell you how much premium I collected, because that's not profit. Even though you get that money, you have use of that money, you still have the contract sitting there, and it's a liability. It's a liability on the balance sheet, if that makes any kind of sense to anybody. Until that contract expires, or you close it out and realize a profit, then to me, it's still a liability. So anytime I tell you, oh, I made $742.71 last week, it's realized profit in the bank. Nobody can take that away. That can't be messed with. So that's liabilities off the balance sheet, and it's assets now. So I hope that makes sense. I know this went on very long. I want to do it in this. I want to do this video in this tracker, but I'm having a hard time finishing up putting everything in here, because I have leaps, I have covered calls, and it's all in different accounts, and to manually put them all in here, it's kind of hard to do. But if I filtered this, and from what I have in here logged so far anyway, if we look at June 2nd to June 8th, these are the logs. I just wanted to point out the days held. A lot of these I'm not holding very long. Those are the two TQQQs, which is the 50 and 49 days. But you look, 11 days, 13 days, 13 days, 1 day, 7 days, 10 days, 0 days, 6 days, 8 days. So, I'm putting on these long expirations, but I'm taking them off pretty quickly, which is actually making a challenge, right? It's kind of hard to put stuff back on. So I might have to let stuff sit a little longer. I don't know. But so I'm not using the tracker until I'm not using the tracker in the video until I get it all straight. So this tracker is Thumper's. I'll leave a link down to his channel. Go support him if you want. He's offering this spreadsheet for free. He put a lot of work into it, so go support him and check out that video, because he talks a lot about how this works. So I hope this video was fun, helpful. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Like, share, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye-bye. I am not a financial advisor. The information contained in this video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. It is not intended to be investment advice. Please seek a licensed professional for any investment, tax, or legal advice. Thank you.